Commissioner Cicero, I heard you had a few words before we get started tonight.
I do, Mark. This is the rebirth of Rage TV. This is MCW. And there's just 2 points that I wanted to make before we got started. Number one, we are Maryland Wrestling. We have all the best athletes, from our champion Tyler Hilton to Ryan McBride, the big Samoan Nui, and I can go on and on. The second point that I want to make is that we have the best fans. You see, when I think of MCW, when I think of the MCW wrestling fans, I think of loyalty, I think of intensity, I think of energy, and I'll be damned if you all don't show that every time. So guys, get ready for Rage TV.
Once again, the rebirth of MCW Rage TV from the MCW Arena. Again, I am Mark Bray. Alongside me, my broadcast colleague, as always, Dwayne. I can hear the chants already. Gilbert.
Hey, Mark. How you doing, buddy?
Now this...
Can you believe this? Rage TV back on again.
Very excited, bringing the best to Maryland Championship Wrestling fans all across the state, all across the world on the internet. Now this first matchup is very, very interesting. Kindred versus Nick Wolford. Now, have you ever seen a creepier looking fella and a creepier looking girl in Evelyn Crow?
No, to be honest with you, that Evelyn Crow, where does the blood come from?
You got me. You got me there. Well, an interesting matchup. We're going to get started here. The first match of the rebirth of MCW Rage TV. Kindred and Nick Wolford ready to lock up here. And Kindred takes control early on.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Mark. Kindred, he's got to watch it, man, because he's got Drolix after him, his old tag team partner. That's a sneaky type person there. I'll tell you what, he's a thug from the word go.
And now we go. Kindred working on the arm of Wolford here. Trying to pull it right out of the socket, it would seem.
You know, if Wolford could pull off a win here, that would really elevate him in the ranks of MCW.
Absolutely. And Kindred with a powerful move, a la Undertaker, walking the ropes.
Hey, I'll tell you what, old school.
And he goes for the pin. 1, 2, and Wolford able to kick out. Only a 2 count here at the MCW Arena. Capacity crowd, the fans here from Maryland Championship Wrestling. And Wolford now trying to mount some sort of an offense here. Oh, and look at that.
Was that Drolix I saw there?
Drolix is at ringside. Here comes a pin. 1, 2. Drolix, the former tag team partner of Kindred back in the Hit Squad days at ringside. Of course, you know they had a falling out recently at the MCW anniversary show. Kindred with a powerful move there.
Oh, Mark, I'll tell you what, if I was you, Mark, I'd head down to get this interview, buddy, because I know Drolix has got something to say. I'll tell you what, look at this. Look how he walks the rope there and does the flip. Oh my God, shades of the Undertaker. Such as my partner Mark Bray would say. And there you go, he's got the 1, 2, 3.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Were you at that anniversary show when this punk had somebody hand him something to beat me? Did you see that?
I didn't see anything like that. But...
Oh, you ain't see it. You ain't see it, just like all these idiots claim they didn't see it. I was always the best one in the hit squad. I'm the star of the hit squad. I put the hit in hit squad. Then this punk needs something to beat me with? My time, boy. My time, not yours.
Oh, what a pleasure indeed it was to return to Baltimore, to return to Maryland, and experience Maryland Championship Wrestling, MCW. There ain't no better around, believe you me.
Friday night, April 8th, Maryland Championship Wrestling. The new Green Room in Dundalk, Maryland, and MCW Commissioner Jimmy Cicero want to invite you to be a part of a very special night. Join us as MCW Body Slams Autism. You will see such MCW superstars as L.L.C, Ronnie Zugo and Candy, and the big Samoan Nui Tofiga. Returning to MCW will be the dynamic tag team of Da Gift and Da Curse, Da New Bloods. Veteran Vordell Walker is making his MCW debut as he locks horns with the vicious American Psycho, Josh Daniels. Daniels sent Kindred out of the new Green Room on a stretcher in March. How will this brutal battle play out? The MCW Tag Team Champions Earl the Pearl and Rambling Rich, the Holy Rollers, go up against the unbelievably popular tandem of Fed Up, C-Fed and G-Fed finally getting their long-deserved title shot. Joe Hamilton leads the hated clique known as Privilege into the new Green Room. Will MCW Heavyweight Champion Tyler Hilton be able to hang on to his title against the challenge of Rage TV Champion, the monster known as Cobian? What will Hamilton and Zachary Shane have up their sleeves? Former 5-time MCW heavyweight champion turned bloodthirsty bounty hunter, The Bruiser, looks to collect the $5,000 on the head of Ryan McBride. To do so, The Bruiser must effectively put the popular local fan favorite McBride out of professional wrestling. This looks to be an all-out war. MCW is pleased to welcome former WWE superstar and living nightmare, the Boogeyman, to the new Green Room. We can't thank you enough for being a part of MCW's Body Slams Autism on April 8th. For more details, go to MarylandWrestling.com. Man, I tell you what, you can cut that with a knife down there, Kindred and L.L.C. Man, I'd rather be up here with you.
I'll tell you what, are you crazy, man? Going down there in between Kindred and L.L.C? I thought for sure, man, you was in a world of hurt down there.
That's why I prefer to be a broadcast journalist from afar. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Rage TV, the Rage TV Arena. The Holy Rollers in action here, the tag team champions of Maryland Championship Wrestling, with an entourage, it would seem, with them.
Oh, well, you got Jesse K, and of course you got J.P. Callahan. That man is crazy and filthy rich. He is the man, the owner of the Holy Rollers.
You got to tell you, these guys have been together a long time. They're going to go up against some new blood guys. These young guys, Robbie Wayne and Draco. These young talented, up-and-coming superstars in Maryland Championship Wrestling want to make a name for themselves, taking out the Holy Rollers. They might be able to do it here on MCW TV.
I'll be honest with you, I think they're hand-picked opponents by J.P. Callahan, to be honest with you, because you know, as we all do, they are in a heated feud with Fed Up, and Fed Up is going to take them belts. I just feel it.
Absolutely. Earl the Pearl getting the start in this matchup here. And Earl the Pearl. Oh, and a slap to the face. That's gotta hurt, man. I could hear that all the way up here. And a kick to the face. And Earl goes down hard.
And Bobby Wayne is taking it to him, buddy. I'll tell you that. And he tags in Draco.
And a little tag team, double team action here. But it's going to take
for long.
Absolutely. It takes a little bit more to take out the veteran like Earl the Pearl. Oh, and just like that, Ramblin' Rich makes an appearance. I didn't even see the tag, man. That was quick.
I'll tell you, they're not tag team champions for nothing, Mark. Let me tell you.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of experience in that ring right there.
They may have the beautiful Jessie K in their corner. They may have JP Callahan, but these guys don't need it. These guys have been partners for a long time, seasoned veterans. You're right, there is a reason they are the champs.
Yeah, namely JP Callahan and Miss Jessie K. That outside interference is second to none out there.
Absolutely. Ramblin' Rich in full control of this matchup.
Oh, nice leapfrog, nice leapfrog. Oh,
and a boot to the face.
Oh, look
Ouch.
at Rich. He's PO'd, man. He's just had enough. I think this is a statement to Fed Up, exactly what they're going to have to go through to get them belts.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's the Holy Cross. This is their patented finisher. Mark, you got to go down and get this interview, buddy. You've got to.
I'll be back.
And that's the 3 count right there. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go take a look at this action as Earl wipes his feet off in the guy's face. Oh, ran right there. Bobby gets a beautiful drop kick on it, but then Rich comes in and cuts him off with the backbreaker. And of course, Rich doing the cheating moves, got him by the nose, and the big savant kick by Ramblin' Rich. But this here is the most devastating finisher in MCW, the Holy Cross. And after that, it's nothing but the 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, during that last matchup, I was told that Alexander James had something to say, so we're going to give him a few minutes to air his grievances. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time, Alexander James.
It's not necessary.
Alexander, you think that's something to say, so the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to regret to inform you that Josh Daniels couldn't be here tonight.
He's better than you anyway!
Hey, you know what? That's true, and that's why he's training me. Josh Daniels is like a father to me. I can't even explain what he's done for me. He is just, you know what? But I'm gonna make Josh proud tonight. He can't be here, but I know he's watching. I'm gonna make him proud tonight. I've got an idea. I'm gonna make him so proud.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A strange interview with Alexander James has a surprise for Joshua Daniels later tonight.
I thought it was over right there.
It's over if he hits it. Oh, it's over!
That's got to be it. This capacity crowd is on their feet. This is why he is your champion. But hold on a second. Hold on a second. Christian York is at ringside. He's coming into the ring. And he's got a mic with him.
I'm the man that beat you at the Shamrock Cup. And when I beat you, you were the champion. So the way I see it, Brian, the day has come. And if you got a set between your legs, you're going to defend that title against me on January 1st. I got more than a set, yours, Daddy. You're on it.
They don't want to wait until January. They want to start kicking each other's butts right
poor
now.
little D. Edwards in between them two behemoths. Oh, here comes another
Let's
referee.
get another official out here. Christian York and Ryan McBride. January, but they don't want to stop. Here comes the locker room. Cobian, Newey, Alec.
Everybody's
It's going to take everybody to get these two apart. These guys want to go now. And there goes Ryan McBride again onto Christian York. All of the MCW superstars out in the ring can't keep these two apart.
most anniversaries are a celebration, we do have a little bit of sadness with this one. And here to tell you more is the owner of MCW, Dan McDevitt.
How's everybody doing tonight? As always, thanks for coming out. As most of you know that follow the website and have paid attention to the website, on January 11th, Jack Adonis, that's how he was known, his real name was Dave Witt, he lost a battle with colon cancer at 41 years old. For those of you that followed Maryland Championship Wrestling in 1998 when we started, you remember Dave or Jack as the first commissioner of Maryland Championship Wrestling. You probably also remember him as a commentator for many of the videotapes and DVDs, because after the first couple years, he became good friends with Tim Rowe, and they kind of found a chemistry doing the commentary on the DVDs. So that's what Jack did. He hasn't really been around on the second loop of MCW when we came back in 2005. So for those of you that have only followed us since that time, you may not remember him. I brought these guys out because these were a lot of the original MCW guys that knew Dave. And the truth of the matter is, Dave was so much more important to Maryland Championship Wrestling than anybody realizes. And the reason that is because when I was 11 years old, Dave and Mark McAwee over here, they were friends with my brother Pete, and they're the ones that actually introduced me to this thing called professional wrestling. Dave was a couple years older than me, so I wasn't really allowed to hang around with the older kids, and it was when Dave was about 16, Dave and Mark were 16, I would lie to my parents about going over to my friend Dan DeLodge's house, and I'd actually be going and getting in the car with them, and they'd take me to the Capitol Center, they'd take me to the Baltimore Arena to see guys like Roddy Piper against Rick Rude, Ric Flair against Dusty Rhodes, and honestly, it was really Dave that sparked the passion for this thing called professional wrestling. So really, had it never been for Dave coming into my life, honestly, we probably wouldn't even be here tonight because Maryland Championship Wrestling wouldn't exist. That's how important he was to MCW, to my brother, to Mark, the guys in this ring. I said on my Facebook status on January 11th when I learned of his passing that he was probably absolutely the funniest guy I ever met in my life, and I think anybody in this ring can attest to that. Every show he was at, they immediately fell in love with him. When I got into professional wrestling, Dave would come to the shows, and I eventually got him in. To share a quick story with you, he was so much of a prankster. I had just gotten into professional wrestling. I had only been in it for a year or two, and Dave was so concerned with making his friends laugh. If you can kind of put yourself in these shoes, he came to one of my shows over at the Teamsters Hall. It was an MEWF show with his softball team. And he called me before the show and was trying to think of a way he could get a laugh out of his softball team. So at the time, me and Axel Rotten were doing the booking for the MEWF, and we came up with this idea, and Dave was so funny about it. Right before we did this battle royal, he said to his friends on his softball team, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. And he came in the back, and we actually put him in the battle royal. So he said, 1 minute you're here with a friend, and he said, I'm going to the bathroom. And next thing, that guy's walking down the ring, turning and telling you to shut up, and he's standing in the ring in a battle royal. He got thrown out right away, and he ended up hurting his back. But that was the kind of guy Dave was. Whatever he could do to make his friends laugh or make the people laugh around him. And he's definitely a guy that's absolutely going to be missed. And I'd like to take a minute to thank Greg Papalukas, a longtime MCW fan that made the buttons that you see all these guys wearing to remember Dave by. And because of his importance to me, my brother, and everybody in this ring, we're dedicating this night to his memory, and all these guys are dedicating this night to his memory. But in the tradition of professional wrestling, we'd like to just pause for a second for a 10-bell salute and remember him as we remember our fallen brothers in this business. Everybody, too, Dave's mom sitting right over here, so if you could give her a round of applause. Mrs. Witt, you have no idea what Dave meant to us. And I appreciate you coming out tonight. Thank you, guys. Let's have a good night. And remember, tonight's for Dave Witt, Jack Adonis.
Friday night, April 8th, Maryland Championship Wrestling. The new Green Room in Dundalk, Maryland, and MCW Commissioner Jimmy Cicero want to invite you to be a part of a very special night. Join us as MCW Body Slams Autism. You will see such MCW superstars as L.L.C, Ronnie Zugo and Candy, and the Big Samoan Nui Tofiga. Returning to MCW will be the dynamic tag team of Da Gift and Da Curse, Da New Bloods. Veteran Vordell Walker is making his MCW debut as he locks horns with the vicious American Psycho, Josh Daniels. Daniels sent Kindred out of the new Green Room on a stretcher in March. How will this brutal battle play out? The MCW Tag Team Champions Earl the Pearl and Rambling Rich, the Holy Rollers, go up against the unbelievably popular tandem of Fed Up, C-Fed and G-Fed finally getting their long-deserved title shot. Joe Hamilton leads the hated clique known as Privilege into the new Green Room. Will MCW heavyweight champion Tyler Hilton be able to hang on to his title against the challenge of Rage TV champion, the monster known as Cobian? What will Hamilton and Zachary Shane have up their sleeves? Former five-time MCW heavyweight champion turned bloodthirsty bounty hunter, the Bruiser, looks to collect the $5,000 on the head of Ryan McBride. To do so, the Bruiser must effectively put the popular local fan favorite McBride out of professional wrestling. This looks to be an all-out war. MCW is pleased to welcome former WWE superstar and living nightmare, the Boogeyman, to the new Green Room. We can't thank you enough for being a part of MCW's Body Slams Autism on April 8th. For more details, go to MarylandWrestling.com.
Welcome back to Rage TV. Again, I'm Mark Bray. This is Dwayne Gilbert. We are ready for the main event. I've been excited about this one. It wouldn't be Rage TV without the Rage TV champion.
This is true, but it's a non-title match. How can it be a non-title match if it's a TV champion?
Well, one of the great things about MCW, we give the young up-and-comers a shot. Now, we all know here that it's going to be Cobian versus Champ Champagne, and how great would it be if Champ won here?
Oh my God, would that elevate him? I guarantee you next week you'd see a title match. And it would be for the belt.
Absolutely.
Here he comes, the beast, the monster, Cobian.
And there he is, Cobian. He is the MCW Rage TV champion, one of the biggest competitors on the East Coast, and probably one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
I'll tell you what, but I would not want to make this man mad.
Absolutely not.
Boy, you got to have something wrong in your psychiatric mind to do something like that. Look at the beast, my God.
There we go. We are ready here for the main event on the rebirth of MCW Rage TV. It is Rage champion Cobian versus Champ Champagne.
Boy, oh boy, what a chance MCW is giving Champ Champagne here to show himself on his debut match in MCW.
Now let me ask you, as a former competitor yourself, if you were in Champ's shoes, what would you do if you were going up against someone like Cobian?
Cheat.
There you heard it.
That's the only thing
himself.
you can do.
Oh, and Champagne goes down hard. Just had the...
He pulled my hair!
He pulled his hair? He has no hair.
Yeah, I thought I heard that too. Interesting. Interesting. And Cobian sits there and says, "Ref, he doesn't have any hair for me to pull." And here comes the lockup. And again, Champ goes down hard and probably tries to roll out of the ring there, but got caught up in the post. There's a rookie mistake if I've ever seen one.
I think he was smart myself getting out of the ring. I wouldn't want to be in the ring with that monster.
Cobian trying to get the fans here at the MCW Rage TV arena behind him, and you can hear the crowd.
Oh, he's laying them forearms in too, but to no avail. Oh!
And Champ goes down hard. I think he's seeing stars, Dwayne.
Looked like it to me. That was one heck of a shoulder tackle. Uh-oh, what's he got coming here? Duck the clothesline. Drop kick by Champ Champagne. And another drop, but to no avail.
It's going to take more than that to take Cobian down, and a big boot to the face. And again, Champagne goes down hard.
As he pays for his efforts.
Absolutely, but you got to give the kid credit for getting in the ring. I wouldn't.
No way.
This looks like this might be it. Cobian with him on his shoulders. Boom!
Oh! That was nice. I'll tell you what, that was good.
2, 3, that's it.
The end of that match. Well, so much for Champ Champagne having that title shot.
Absolutely. Cobian continues to be your winner. He continues to be your Rage TV champion.
Rage TV. Can you believe it? Here at Rage TV Arena. This is awesome. I'll tell you that right now, Mark Bray. And back here at the replays, look at this. Oh, he takes a big boot from Cobian as he takes the finisher right there, and it's nothing but a 1, 2, 3 from there, folks.
Yeah, that's right. People need to hear me.
What's going on here, Mark? What is he doing in there?
I'm trying to make Josh Adonis proud. That was by making an example out of you. Because next week, I'm taking your Rage TV title.
What? He's taking the title? Oh my God. Let's go down to ringside and see what Mark Bray has to say about this.
Gentlemen, Cobian is still your MCW TV Rage champion. Next week, it keeps going. The action keeps getting stronger. We will see you next week. We are out of time.